Hi guys, I'm back with a little show and tell. This is my entry for the Paper Gypsy Hoarders Anonymous Challenge that Dolly is hosting over at her channel called Gipsyrosepaperie is her channel, and I'll link that below. She was having a challenge where we have to produce, something out of our stash that we have too much of. So the stuff that I decided to do was I have many vintage books and paper. I have hoarded too much Daphne's diary, and of course paper is the number one thing. Paper pads. I hate to even say this, but I'm 5'9", and my paper pad stacked up is the same height as me. So yeah, I have a problem. There is just way too much paper going on in my life. So this is sort of my way of, kind of working through that. So I did do, I will be doing a flip through of these individually, but I just wanted to get this video out here as part of, just so I could get my, in on the challenge or whatever. So I made 3 of these out of vintage book covers that I had, and they're all basically the same. And I used up a lot of, I have all these rings. I've had too much stuff. And of course I've got postcards and paper, vintage paper, ledger, all kinds of old books, and just lots of goodies in there. And I've been hoarding like this 7 Gypsies paper, and it's 8 by 8, and it's just a weird size, and I don't know how I ended up with it all. So I used my 7 Gypsies pads in each of these, so they're almost identical. Even in the setup, they're slightly different, and I used like all these little bits out of the Reader's Digest that I had cut up, and so there's a little bit different here. But yeah, like old, here's vintage airmail and book pages, and like I said, I'll do a proper flip through of these later, but I just this is what I've done in 2 weeks. Okay, so the next thing that I've done is I've just hoarded way too much Daphne's diary, and so I decided to make a bunch of journals, and I love prepping paper, so this is just kind of what I've done with trying to destash the big stack of Daphne's diary that I had in my life. So I've used the covers on these. Like I said, I'll do a flip through of these so you guys can take a look at the covers, and then maybe get some ideas out of your stash, and try doing one of these yourself. And the other thing that I have too much of is fabric. So I've done fabric pockets and fabric, it's sari silk, like it's just piling up here, and I just wanted to kind of work through that. But anyway, that's just a little idea of my Daphne's diary stash. And then I also made out of my stash collage postcards. These are all stamped with I never get my stamps out enough either, so those are the Tim Holtz one stamps there. And I just made like fun postcards for going into journals for writing, or mail them off. I do make a little larger size of these, and I do mail them out to some of my pen pals. And then I made these jumbo tags, and I just collaged, and then I used the Tim Holtz, these big stickers sheets that I had. But there's an idea there. So I've been able to use, like, the one thing about the Daphne's diary is decorating your pages, but using all those strips that are around the edges of the magazine page make great bits to put tags in. These could be great for like a thank you, or on a gift, or even sticking in your personal journals. And then of course, here's the journal that I'll do a flip through, because this is my personal journal. And I use I had a piece of this fabric still, this linen here was my grandmother's, and I used a piece on a previous journal. And of course I have way too much fabric as well. So, and batik is the #1 fabric I tend to buy. So here I decided to make myself a personal journal. There's that one, just a plain journal with lots of paper in it, and I used some more Daphne's diary. So I just started prepping a few things to use this for personal use. And this is from a Daphne's diary planner. Here's something from Daphne's diary as well, all these little bits that come in the magazine. So I built this this journal from scratch. Did the, you know, the curved spine, and it's just literally loaded with paper. You know, I've all that stuff that you hoard too much, like Edith Holden and scrapbook paper from, I don't know, 10 years ago. Here's more Daphne's diary, old Michael's paper pads. Here's pages from Flow magazine that I've hoarded, so it's gone in here. This paper here, I swear I've probably had it 20 years. It's all, I just had paper, like vintage. This is from an old map book. And here's more paper. Now I'm gonna, you know, use this for junk journaling. I'm just gonna kind of do a little flip here just to kind of show you. And I left lots of space in between my signatures so that I can really fill this up when I get documenting. There's a little bit of coffee dyed paper. There's more Edith Holden. Here's some more Daphne's diary. So yeah, I've just got like a little collection of goodies. Some of this paper is from Michael's from years ago. Some of this is like paper that I had thought was pretty and I'd bought from Walmart. Like just a collection. Some of it's thicker than others. So it makes good pages for a junk journal. Old map, love old maps. Here's some more Daphne's. Some extra bits of ledger. Here's beautiful old ledger piece right here. More pretty scrapbook paper. And in here I've just started prepping some things that I'm going to use. I took from Daphne's diary. I've just kind of got this in here because I had some ideas for some of this stuff I was going to use to do a couple spreads in here. I thought I was going to have it done to show you, but I didn't. The week just swings by me before I have a chance to breathe. There's some more stuff. So I had some ideas for some of this stuff for spreads that I wanted to do this week. So this is all Daphne's diary stuff that I've cut out or pulled from the magazine, which I will work on. And there's some more. This is old book page as well. There's some more pieces from the magazine. Or no, this was pages I pulled from the planner. Coloring book pages that I thought were neat because they had some nice quotes on it. Sometimes when you're in a dark place, you think you've been buried, but you've actually been planted. So I thought that was really appropriate for me and what's going on in my life right now. And then this was from magazine. I've backed it on cardstock. I'm going to use that as a little pocket. But yeah, all this beautiful paper. It's time to stop hoarding paper. I just love all the colors together, the mix mash of colors and textures of paper. And then this was the whole back or front. No, this was the whole front of the Daphne's planner. So I've done like a big, you know, tag or if I can get this in here, like a big long pocket back here with it. And then another pocket here. So I like to be able to tuck things in the front and the back. I didn't do any extra pockets or anything throughout the journal because, you know, it has lots of room to grow. So I plan on junking it up. So, okay guys, that is my entry for the challenge. And like I said, I will do another flip through more of the detailed of the Daphne's diary journals that I made and the other vintage book journals. Thanks for stopping by, and go check out Dolly's channel, and I'll put the hashtag below, then you can see what other people are doing with their stash for the challenge as well. Okay guys, take care for now.